Coco Gauff goes gladiator at Roland Garros, while Aryna Sabalenka, Iga Swiatek, left searching. Plus, what can we expect from some second-week finishers at Wimbledon? 1. Coco Gauff is the best competitor in tennis. Winning is the desired outcome that we can't control. But as Gauff has repeatedly demonstrated, competing is the process that one can hold ownership of every single minute. Gauff's forehand and serve have inspired enough dialogue to trigger a decade-long teaching conference. Put that aside and let us now praise her career-long superpower. No one in tennis competes better than Gauff. This surfaces not just in the rallies, but also in between points. Turn the clock back 44 years. On an extremely blustery day, Tracy Austin lost the first set of the 1981 U.S. Open final to a powerful opponent, Martina Navratilova, 6-1. From there, Austin dug in, won the next two sets in tiebreakers and, like Gauff, earned her second Grand Slam singles title. The asset that carried Austin to that victory was the same one that worked for Gauff: positive body language and keen mental focus as she went about the business of solving one problem after another. Today, playing Aryna, I was just like, I just gotta go for it and try my best to get through the match. Yeah, that's what I did. Obviously, I think the first Grand Slam singles title was maybe more emotional, said Gauff, but I think this one was just harder because, you win one and you just don't want to get satisfied with just that one. Today, playing Aryna, I was just like, I just gotta go for it and try my best to get through the match. Yeah, that's what I did. There are those who say that the ability to compete effectively cannot be taught. I'd say it is an abdication of responsibility on the part of parents, instructors, coaches, and many others. For surely, a positive attitude like Gauff's can be learned, can it? And while she brings her own distinct temperament into competition, Gauff was also taught such values as grit, poise, and grace by her parents, and was therefore open to learning yet more from others. To earn the title in Paris, Gauff also beat the winners of the last two majors, Australian Open champion Madison Keys and US Open titleist Sabalenka. Knowing that could further boost Gauff's confidence as she heads to Wimbledon, the slam where Gauff first hit the pro radar 6 years ago, but also the only major where she's never gone past the round of 16.2. Aryna Sabalenka, still number one but not having fun. The good news for Sabalenka is that she's reached 7 singles finals this season, including each of the year's first 2 majors. The bad news is that she's lost both. So though Sabalenka remains ranked number 1, this is akin to leading the league in batting average, but hardly being the MVP. In Melbourne, Sabalenka encountered Keys in a zone. Fair enough, as it's plausible to treat such an outcome as a one-off. But at Roland Garros, Sabalenka lost the battle in a far more emotional and tactical manner. From the minute she began to see her first set lead of 4-1, 40 love unravel, much of the old, highly temperamental Sabalenka surfaced. Give the mental progress she's made in recent years, it was a disturbing sight to see how a choice to be so agitated concurrently triggered ill-informed tactical decisions. As one example, Sabalenka lost so much faith in her approach volley sequence that she hit drop shots far more than viable, a fatal tactic versus an opponent as fast as Gauff, even more so on a windy day, when it's that much harder to calibrate a drop shot's placement. And though she rallied well to level the third set, and even earn a break point when Gauff served for the title at 5-4 in the third, Sabalenka was repeatedly unable to effectively blend power and accuracy. Coco handled the conditions much better than I did and fully deserved the win. She was the better player yesterday, and I want to give her the credit she earned. As for Wimbledon, Sabalenka has twice reached the semis there. In 2024, she withdrew with a shoulder injury. Could the grass prove her breakthrough major of the year? Yet eager as Sabalenka is to move forward, instead of tossing what happened at Roland Garros into a trash bin, might she study what happened? This was a defeat triggered to some degree by the negative energy she projected through most of this match. Soon after came such unsporting Sabalenka remarks about how terribly she'd played, giving minimal credit to how Gauff had broken up her game. I think she won the match not because she played incredible, Sabalenka said, just because I made all of those mistakes from, if you look from the outside, kind of like from easy balls. With a day to reflect, Sabalenka put out an Instagram post apologizing for her comments. Coco handled the conditions much better than I did and fully deserved the win, wrote Sabalenka. She was the better player yesterday, and I want to give her the credit she earned. Perhaps Sabalenka might also be pleased to know that, following that tough loss to Austin, Navratilova went on to win 4 U.S. Open singles titles. 3. Iga Swiatek gains a measure of relief. Considering how distraught Iga Swiatek has appeared for much of 2025, her semi-final run at Roland Garros was, if not triumphant, at least reasonably redemptive. A fourth-round victory over Aryna Sabalenka showed Swiatek's finest competitive qualities. There followed a sound win over the tenacious Aryna Sabalenka. But then, hoping to reach the finals in Paris for the 4th straight year, Swiatek came across a highly proficient Sabalenka. Obviously, looking at the math, I lost many points right now, but I know that it doesn't really matter, said Swiatek following that match. Like any of us can win these tournaments. We kind of start every tournament from the beginning. So I'm just going to try to do my job and focus on, just getting progress and learning new stuff on grass right now. A few weeks ago, I opined that, in her quest to rekindle her love of the game, Swiatek should go coach-free for a while. That likely won't happen. On a more micro basis, my idea is that Swiatek refine her serve. I've never been a fan of the motion, a technique I believe makes the delivery predictable and attackable, as proven when Swiatek won a scant 35% of second serve points versus Sabalenka. All this said, only traces of what Swiatek showed in Paris give me significant confidence in her possibilities for a deeper-than-usual Wimbledon run. 4. Lois Boisson proved why surprise can occasionally be positive. Global as tennis can be, at Grand Slam events that are attended by vast thousands who scarcely know much about tennis, national pride often carries the day. Let's also keep in mind the last time a French woman won the singles title came 25 years ago, when Mary Pierce raised the Coupe Suze en Lenglen. Unfortunately, a ceremony to honor Pierce was cancelled when she withdrew due to personal reasons. It's been 14 years since a French woman even got to the semis, Marion Bartoli. Which leads us to Lois Boisson. Most times in life, surprise poses danger. Not in sports, though, as proven this year by Boisson's enchanting journey to the semis. Granted a wild card, the 361st-ranked Boisson, ranked number 152 a year ago, but subsequently sidelined by a left knee injury, kicked off her first-ever main draw slam appearance with a fine victory over 24th-seeded Elise Mertens. But Week 2 was where she took even bigger strides, defeating top tenors Jessica Pegula and Mira Andreeva. Hey friends, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a like. Got a question, opinion, or suggestion? Drop a comment below. I read all of them, and I often feature interesting ones in my next videos. And most importantly, for more exclusive boxing highlights and celebrity news, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Your support helps us grow and keep bringing you awesome content. See you in the next video. Stay safe and take care.